Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Diane, the ex-razor stylist, and I would like to tell you a few of the things that have happened to me in my life. Do you know what a mirror image of oneself is? A mirror image. Have you ever seen the image of yourself without your knowledge? Have you seen yourself walking down the street? Have you seen your spouse, your children, your loved ones, your friends walking, sitting? Do you ever seen them in a reflection in the mirror when they're not there? Have you ever seen this? I have, several times. On many individuals, I have seen several doppelgangers. What's happened to these people? Some have died, some have become seriously ill. I have seen beyond the unknown. When you see a doppelganger can be many things. A doppelganger can be one of a person that has passed, that's come back to see you, to relive a moment in time, to time travel, to go back and see you. I believe that when this person is coming back to see you, they're having a life review. And this life review is done. And they see moments in time, some sad times, some happy times, a life review. And that person can choose to come back or go, or they have to go, or they have to come back. I believe that sometimes it could be a demon pretending to be this person. I'll tell you about both. I, many years ago, experienced a doppelganger. I experienced a doppelganger a few times. A very close person passed away, and 2 years prior to them passing, they came to look at their birthday cake. They wanted to look at their birthday cake. We knew this person wasn't home. They came to look at their birthday cake. They were at work. Another individual got seriously ill. And every once in a while, I look out of the corner of my eye and I will see that doppelganger still there because this person is still ill. Now let me tell you the story of what demons can do to you. Years ago, this is just a couple of stories. This one's pretty creepy. I was asleep in bed, and we lived on another part of these apartments that we live in now. I was asleep. We lived in a townhouse. We were outside and we came back in. And we went to bed. Well, anyway, I thought that my husband left the light on in the other bedroom. In the hallway, the bathroom or something. But it looked like the light was on in the other bedroom. So I get up and I go, oh, you left the light on. So I get up out of bed. I walk into the hall. The bathroom light's not on. The other bedroom light is on. And we really didn't have anything in that bedroom because we just moved there. We had a lamp sitting on the floor, like a table lamp sitting on the floor. So it was lit up pretty good. So I go in there, and it had one of those switches you turn off at the wall. And I shut it off. It was on. So out around the corner, there came this little shadow. And the shadow got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it was this little boy. This little boy with blonde, curly hair. He was wearing a white nightgown. He had really pale skin. He had no shoes on or socks. The gown was white, and it looked very ancient, like really ancient, like hundreds of years old looking type of clothing. The little boy was walking. He's about 3. Well, he got closer and closer, and I'm like, little boy, little boy, little boy, who are you? Did you get lost? Where's your mommy? You're in the wrong place. Can I help you, little boy? Did you walk in here? Did you wander in here, little boy? Hello, hello, anybody here? I'm listening to this grunting noise. Like that. It's like that. Like grunting, like not real noises, just like grunting. Like an animal. Like a demon. I was getting to the threshold of the bedroom, the other bedroom that we slept in. And I was backing up into this bedroom. The light is on in my hallway because when I went out into the hall, I turned on the hall light so I could see clear. This little boy had black eyes. He looked at me with no eyes in his head. He scared me a lot. He's grunting, and he started moving like creepy like this. Like that. Like a rewind. Like a rewind. I don't know how else to say this. Like a rewind. Like he's going backwards with his arms. Like that. And so I'm terrified. So I'm like telling my man, hey, Tony, wake up, wake up. This is really messed up. Wake up. And he's not waking up. He's just snoring away. And this thing's going, just coming at me. Very slow though. So I'm backing up to the bed and I start to fall backwards on the bed. This thing comes up to me, jumps on my chest, takes both of his hands and starts choking me. A lot. Like this. Just choking me. And I'm screaming as I'm choking and your screams aren't coming out. And this thing's making this weird noise and it's like, like that. Like trying to get the breath out of me. Take my life. To steal my soul. To just do away with me. Well, this creature, this demon, this thing was trying to choke me. And so I'm like, what do I do in my head? What do I do? What am I going to do? And I'm like trying to push it off. I'm trying to kick it with my knees like. I'm like just like fighting this thing. This thing was stronger than any child I've ever met. Stronger than any human being. This thing was a very strong demon. And that's what I sensed. That's what I felt. That's what I saw. My own eyes. I was awake. I saw this. I felt this. This thing was real. I felt these long nails around my neck. It was just creepy. My dog is asleep, of course. My dog is just sleeping away, not waking up. So I'm like, man, I'm thrashing, and I'm being choked. And so I think in my head, I think this, in the name of Jesus Christ, I command this demon to leave and never to come back, and to leave me alone, and to leave my house, and to never come near me ever again. So the thing starts going like it was on fire. It starts going like that, and it's going in the wall opens up and goes, and it was pure blackness and fire from the deep red fire in the wall. And it was opened up like a pit, like the pit of hell just opened up for it. And the thing went, and it went flying back and screaming, and I saw it in flames. And it's going, it's just creepy. So I finally catch my breath, and I'm awake, and when it closed right back up as soon as I knew it. It was like this. It went out like this. It went like that. It was like a blink. Like a blink of an eye, it was gone. Felt like hell. So then I wake up my man. I said, did you see that thing? He's like, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. He did not see it. The dog was just over there sleeping away like nothing ever happened. Many years ago. 2011? Well, that's not the end of the story. Let me tell you what happened the next night. I told my husband about this. I said, Tony, this is what happened. He said, oh, you were dreaming. I said, I wasn't dreaming. I was not dreaming. I was awake. So I was pretty scared that night, and I was awake, and I just sat up, and I was reading a book. This is before I really had a cell phone, like anybody really like messed with cell phones. I was reading a book, a magazine or something. I think it was a magazine more than the book. So I'm like, okay. So then the wall starts to look a little gray. And I see this little slit in the wall. And I heard that noise too. I heard like the emptiness, the abyss, the blackness. I heard fire. I heard hell. I heard screams. So the wall opens up. And out from this wall comes my dad. It wasn't my dad. This thing had black eyes and looked like a demon. He was acting like my father. And he's like this. His legs were bending backwards. His arms were going backwards, and he sounded like he was in reverse. The thing's, and I heard like a muffle with it. Like a weird language, like a growling, and that's my dog. Not like that. But like this growling and this like twitching noises and bones breaking. But as he was in the room, this thing closed back up, and he was there. He was there to get somebody. This wall was closed up, and he was there to take control over somebody. He didn't come near me, though, because I commanded that demon not to touch me. But I forgot to say, I believe I forgot to say, don't touch my family. So what does this demon do? Comes right after my husband, and he's asleep. This thing starts choking him. It's on top of him, and it's like beating him at the same time. And he's asleep. He doesn't know anything that's going on. So I'm like trying to push him, and he's like coughing real bad. I said, there's a demon on you. You need to pray now. You need to pray now. You need to pray now. There's a demon on you. So then he couldn't. He was asleep. He had no idea what was going on. So I prayed for him. I said, in the name of Jesus Christ, I command you to leave and never come back, you demon. I command you to leave him alone and to leave me alone and to leave our family alone. In the name of Jesus Christ, I command this now, and I command you never to come back and to never return. And this thing went, ah! And it's like face like shriveled up, and I could see what it really was. It was a demon. And then it flashed back into my dad's face, and it had black eyes, and its like skull was showing through, and it was like on fire all at the same time, and it was screaming and scorching like wind and everything, and just hell sounds. And so then it opens up, the wall opens up like that. And what happens? He goes back into the wall, all creepy, and his legs are moving and bending backwards. His hips were even moving backwards. His head was rotating around in a circle. This thing went back into the wall and started to catch fire. And you could hear the screams and the moans and the gurgles of hell. That demon went back to hell. He never returned. That's the end of my story. It's true. Thanks very much. Like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll tell you some more. Bye.